So there's that.
Waiting for the bus in the rain, waiting for the bus in the rain. Waiting for the bus in the rain, waiting for the bus in the rain. Waiting for the bus in the rain, waiting for the bus in the rain. Waiting for the bus in the rain, waiting for the bus in the rain.
Stop Requested.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Stop Requested. I am Brad, this is...
Justin.
I love that, every time.
I can't screw it up.
This week, our topic is about things we hate, things we love. Because we don't want to be all negative.
I would prefer to be all negative.
Well, negative's easy, but we're not negative people.
I am pretty negative.
So there's things we love. I want you to know what I love. I want them, our viewers, to know what...
Now, this is just a brief list. Believe me, there's a lot more things that I hate.
Oh, this show could be hours if we wanted it to go that far. But I'll start us off. The number one thing right now, no doubt in my head, I love pizza.
Who doesn't love pizza?
Probably some sort of weird, vegan. Or
Standard? You just like the pepperoni?
Just the pepperoni.
Thin crust?
No, well, I mean, any kind of crust. I don't like thin crust.
Ooh.
It's like a cracker. You're eating a cracker.
Sure.
But yeah, I love pizza. I love pizza. Cheese, extra cheese, pepperoni, crispy pepperoni. I'll eat it with other meat toppings, but...
Doughy or kind of overcooked?
Either.
Okay, calm down.
And then one of the things I hate is cheap toilet paper.
He hates it.
I cannot stand cheap toilet paper.
Especially when your finger goes through.
If there's any sort of breaking, it ruins my day of the toilet paper.
I'd have to agree with you on that.
You have to wash for hours.
You don't have to.
You probably should. It gets in your fingernails and all that stuff. And then if you're a fingernail biter...
Okay, let's move on. So I'll go over with one of the things that I truly like, and that's candy, any kind of candy. You put it in front of me, I'm just going to eat it. I'm just going to eat it up. I mean, Brad's known me for a while, and he knows that if there's candy...
I've gone through 36 giant bags of Tootsie Rolls since we've done the show.
You can either follow me by, like the empty wrappers that I leave, or just, like, if you bring candy, I'm going to follow you around. And then one thing that I truly hate is everybody else on the road. You know, those people that sit in the fast lane, not passing anybody. Can't send those. You're not enforcing a law, okay? You may be doing 70, but if you're not passing anyone, get over.
I agree.
And two, people don't use turn signals. Do you want me to rear-end you? Like, is that what you want? Is it that difficult just to flip a switch? I don't understand it. The people that ride their brakes, you know, that's ridiculous. So basically, everyone on the road I can't stand.
Going into one of my hates off of that, people that drive with their high beams on. I hate. If you can see the car in front of you, turn your high beams off. It's not, hey, I just passed you, let me get 30 feet in front of you, and then, you turn your high beams on. That's annoying.
Yep.
So, but let's switch it up. Let's go back to something I love. Massages. I love massages. Swedish massages, deep tissue, painful massages. I love. Just
hot stone? You like that hot stone
Hot
stuff?
stone. I mean...
You tried acupuncture?
I have not tried. I would try acupuncture.
That hot cup, you've seen the cup ones where they warm up a glass cup and they stick it to your skin and then your skin bubbles?
Isn't it supposed to pull the toxin?
Yeah.
I have not tried that, but I would be open to it. I just love massages in general. I mean, who doesn't like a good rub down?
It's
just nice. The oils are usually magnificently scented.
Ooh.
What about you?
The next thing I love is movies. Now, I would be more along the lines of going to the movies. I like getting there early. I like going by myself. Going to the movies by yourself is one of the best things you can do. If you've never done it, you should try it. Just like golfing, you should try golfing by yourself. It's amazing. Your score will increase dramatically because no one else is watching you. But it's not just the movie. It's the whole going to the experience. I like the theater. I'd rather go to the theater than see it at home. And I don't typically wait till movies come.
I agree.
To DVD, I like to see it in the theater. That's the best way to see a movie.
I agree, but there's some movies, you're like, I don't want to see that. But yeah, overall, the experience of going to the movie, I don't think that'll ever go out of style. Like, I know bootlegging is around, people, pirated sites, whatever, all that stuff. But I think movies will always
I'm okay with spending $11 for a soda and a popcorn.
Yeah, it's an experience. And some movies you need to see on, like, that 100-foot screen, and it's magnificent.
I agree.
So... what do you...
Another thing I hate.
Yeah.
I can't stand sitting on a warm toilet seat. It is the creepiest thing ever. Like, just to know that someone else's butt cheeks were just on there moments before I put my butt cheeks on there. I know they make those heated toilet seats now. I can't do it. It's so weird.
If you lived alone but you had a warm, a heated toilet seat.
Even if it's my heat. If I had just gotten up and had to come back. Same with like bar soap. I love bar soap, but I can't stand when there's body hair on it. Even if it's my own hair.
See, I can tolerate
can't
my
stand
own.
it.
I can tolerate my own body
No,
hair. There's
no,
nothing wrong
no,
with that.
no,
But I would not like it if it was like a public bar soap thing.
No, I've lost a little respect for you.
Just all right. So something I love, is tickle fights.
You're on your own on this.
I love tickle fights. There's places like right above the knee, all that stuff, and then the rib cage. Most of this applies to my kids. I like tickling them, and they laugh and they're like, "Oh, stop! I'm gonna pee." And I keep tickling them. I'm like, "I don't care," and their face turns all red, and then eventually somebody ends up crying. But it's always a good time for me. I like.
That's all that matters, right? As long as you had a blast.
I had a good time. It's things
Kid
I
in the
love.
corner peeing and crying, and you're just having the time of your life.
It's always a good time. And then, but something else that I hate would be restaurants that just automatically put mayonnaise on burgers.
He hates mayo.
I like mayo for white meats, and all that stuff. And it's fine if people like mayonnaise on their burger. I don't have a problem with that. I think it's wrong for the restaurant to assume that everybody likes mayonnaise on their burger. Like, that should be as requested. So that's just my feeling.
I mean,
mayonnaise should not automatically come on a burger. I know there's a few fast food places, some national chain restaurants that just put it on. I think they're communists.
okay. So should I share something that I enjoy?
Yeah, we should probably, because I feel like that one really kind of took us down a notch.
I think the tickle fight took us down a hole we didn't need to go down to. Anyways, one thing that I do enjoy, and this goes back to the whole peeing thing, is I enjoy pea shivers. I enjoy them a lot.
That's like the sign of a good pea.
Oh, it's like having cake, but then the icing on the cake. Like, the pea was great, but then the shiver is kind of like the icing on the cake, and it just kind of reassures that I'm a man.
There's like a double thing for me here. When I get the pee shivers, when I pee, I also aim for like the deepest part of the toilet to create the most amount of pee foam.
Have you ever peed?
That's like satisfying too, like to see a lot of pee foam,
but if
and
you
then you get the shivers.
Try this next time. Pee off to an angle to the point where the pee foam will start to swirl, and you can speed
like
that.
A current.
Yes, you can
create
generate
a current.
yes, and you can generate this. You can control the speed of that current. This is a real thing. But no, the pee shiver though, honestly, like, it doesn't happen every time. So when it does, it's just kind of like bonus
pee shiver. It's like, I don't know.
All right, so then another thing I hate is technology. Brad knows I'm old school. I'm a cash man. I don't carry credit cards, debit cards. I'm not a big fan of technology. And when it all comes tumbling down and your world is and everyone's world is over, I'll be the guy, with a hole in the ground, bearing those shipping crates.
I think most technology is for the better of mankind.
All right, let me give you an example, because I don't think you can argue. The whole ordering pizza online, does that really speed up the process?
No, if anything, it
because you
slows it
have
down.
you have to enter your name, a password, all this other crap, and then they can track what you typically like. That's bizarre. I can't stand that. Like, I got into this whole heated argument about ordering pizza with this guy, and he ordered online, and I called it, and I had already called, and within minutes the pizza was there, and he was still trying to create a It's nonsense. It's nonsense.
The one thing about technology that I don't like is like Google or Amazon, they're coming out with their own products, and those products are cool where you just speak into it. It's like, hey, what's the score of the game or whatever. One, your phone probably already does that.
Yep.
Two, those things are always listening.
Yep.
You can't tell me anything. Like, they're hearing what you say. And
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, for
They're
sure.
going to use what you say for their marketing research, and they might only respond when you say, hey, Lexa, or whatever you call it, but those things are always listening.
Oh, yeah. It's a marketing tool.
Oh, yeah. But something else that I hate is fast food drive-thrus, and not just the process of the fast food drive-thru. I hate when I pull up to the drive-thru, there's nobody behind me, But I'll say it when people burp when I'm talking. But there's nobody behind me, and then they tell you to pull forward to wait for your food. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Why would I make you walk outside? I'm at the window. Nobody's behind me waiting on me. Just bring me my food at the window. Now, if somebody shows up, if it's taking a long time for my food to be delivered, if somebody shows up behind me, then yes, tell me to pull forward. But if nobody's behind me, leave me alone. It's just how I feel.
I think you should calm down because you're getting heated.
Something that I like would be sleep.
Everybody loves sleep.
But I fight sleep, but once I accept it, I never want to leave it. It is phenomenal. It's the best.
I was telling Brad earlier today that actually I went from grinding my teeth to snoring, and now my new thing is just talking in my sleep. I'll have 15, 20-minute conversations
But
in my sleep, and I'll wake up and I'll just say, screw it, I might as well keep talking. So I'll be awake and I finish my conversation.
now, are you coherent with your conversation? You
Oh,
know
yeah.
exactly what you're talking about in your sleep?
Yeah, I do.
And it was my understanding that you have both sides of the conversation, or
Yep.
is...
Sometimes, yep.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's a lot of fun.
Is sometimes somebody's talking to you and you're waiting for them to talk, or are you talking their parts as well?
Sometimes, yes. I mean, you gotta remember you're dreaming half the time, so like, I can't definitely say yes or no, because...
Are they absurd conversations, or are you like giving away secrets?
Sometimes it's just like, just the recollection of the day, just like day's events, and I don't know, but I think another thing that I really like, and we should probably move on because we gotta catch the bus soon, is I love bidets. And I know that's a weird thing to say because typically Americans don't use bidets, but if you go, I've done a lot of traveling. And most countries use some sort of water to clean up, and they think that Americans are pretty gross. If you get a chance, try it out, a bidet. It's the best. You're not fully done and clean until you use a bidet. That's just the way I feel about it.
100% on board with using a bidet. I've never used a bidet. Should I ever have the luxury of building and affording my own house?
Okay, no,
I'm gonna
here's
put
the
a
thing
bidet in
though.
it.
So there's two types of bidets. They have toilets now with bidets built in them.
Uh-huh.
The one I used, this was when I was in England, because I travel. And there was a toilet separate from the bidet. So you had to do your business in the toilet, waddle over, bidet it up, drip dry, and then come back to the toilet to wipe up.
No, I don't like the drip dry. I like there should be, I don't want to say a towel.
No, you use toilet paper.
Okay.
We gotta move on. But they make now bidets, toilets all in one. So you do your thing, get the bidet, then you wipe dry with the toilet paper.
Gotcha.
You just gotta try it, trust me. And then the last thing I really like is a fresh hotel room. There's nothing better than coming in there and just destroying the piss out of that room. The first thing I do is I destroy the bed. I usually throw the top mattress on the floor. I crank the AC up. The bathroom's destroyed within minutes. There's towels all over the place. It's a blast. Just destroying something.
See, I love a well-tucked bed sheet
No.
on the hotel bed. I like the tight feeling on my feet.
I can't stand making a bed. It's stupid. You're just gonna trash it.
I don't like making a bed, but I like the tightness on the bed. But something else that I hate before we wrap it up, I hate cats. I've never had a good experience with cats. They're always mean to me. I had one poop. I had one poop in my bathroom sink. Now imagine that. You're waking up, from your pleasant slumber, and you're feeling kind of groggy, and you're just going to brush your teeth and then hop in the shower. But before you brush your teeth, oh, there's a cat turd in the sink. Good morning. So
It could be a lot worse though because that stuff is usually pretty solid and it's easy to grab and.
I'm not touching it. And then I had another cat poop on the hood of my truck, and I made it halfway to work before I realized it was not a giant bird turd. So cats, I will never like a cat. I get angry just thinking about cats.
Is there anything else that you hate? Because I got two more things I want to share with before we go.
See, I think I nailed all of them.
You agree with me on this next one. You have to. You're not my friend if you don't.
Oh, where you-
Vanity plates.
Some,
What do you want me to do? Like pull up next to you and be like, hey, your license plate. I totally agree with you on that one. Ooh, God, I'm glad we're on the same
Sometimes-
page. What are you looking for? Do you want a reaction? Because
I
I'm
think
going to
so.
give it to you, and it's not going to be pleasant. Oh, and it could be like the most pleasant vanity plate in the world. I'm still going to talk to you like you're a moron.
Sometimes I appreciate the riddle of it all. Like,
No.
oh, what does that say? Trying to solve it like the Da Vinci Code. But other times, once
You
I
should be
figure it out,
focused on driving.
but other times when I figure it out, I'm like, that's the dumbest license plate.
And the last thing before we go, because we really are going,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know anybody like this. And it's kind of hard to explain. But I've known plenty of people that refer to their dad as dad. Now let me explain. Hey, Brad, my dad's coming over. Versus, hey, Brad, dad's coming over.
Who's that?
Dad, you mean my dad? Your dad? Like, what dad are we referring to? Always refer to mom and dad as my mom or my dad. Don't just assume by saying dad or mom that I know what you're talking about. That's kind of selfish.
I have a dad too. He could be coming.
Exactly. You know, we should probably catch the bus.
All right. So this was a very intense and emotional.
Probably a little too long.
So, but we hope you guys had a good time. We will see you next week. Till then, I've been Brad. This is
Justin.
You've watched Stop Requested. Have a good day, everybody.
Keep in mind, Barry Sanders just might show up.